Going to start the lesson fiber to fabric. Okay, so let us start. So we all know that basic human needs are what? The basic human needs are food, shelter and clothing. And as this chapter deals with clothing, we will start the chapter by discussing the history of clothing. Okay, so earlier people used animal skin for clothing. Okay, about 30,000 years ago people used animal skin for clothing. Later, what happened? Later things changed and we evolved and we have started using different natural and synthetic fibers for making clothes. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss about all these things. Okay, so the first point is fiber and fabric. So what does fiber means? Okay, what does fiber means? So the term fiber is nothing. The term fiber is thin strands of thread that are twisted together to make yarn. So fibers are nothing, they are thin strands of threads that are twisted together to make yarns, and yarns are either woven or knitted to form fabrics. Okay, so from fiber we are getting what? From fiber we are getting yarns, and from yarns we are getting fabric. Okay, so from yarn we get fabric either by weaving or by knitting. So weaving is done with the help of looms. Okay, so weaving involves what? Weaving involves making fabric by arranging two sets of yarns. Okay, and this is done by using looms. Okay, the looms can be hand operated or it can be power operated. Okay, the next one is knitting. So from yarn we can make fibers by knitting also. Okay, so knitting is done in case of woolen clothes generally. So in knitting what happens? Knitting involves making fabric by forming loops. Okay, by forming series of connected loops. Okay, so from yarns we can make fabric either by weaving or by knitting. Okay, so the next point is what? The next point is natural and synthetic fibers. So we can classify fibers into natural and synthetic fibers. So what are natural fibers? The fibers that are obtained from natural sources, either from plants or from animals, okay, are called natural fibers. For example, cotton, jute, wool and silk. So cotton and jute we are getting it from plants. Wool and silk we are getting from animals. So these are what? These are natural fibers, as the source is natural. The next one is synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are synthesized in the laboratory by chemical substances. Okay, for example rayon, polyester, etc. Okay, good afternoon dear students. So yesterday we have discussed about natural and synthetic fibers. So today we will discuss about some of the natural fibers or the plant fibers more specifically. So let us start. So plant fibers. So cotton, jute, coir, flax, these all are what? These all are plant fibers. So today we will discuss about some of the plant fibers, and the first one is your cotton. So we use cotton cloths, no? So how we get cotton? So let us discuss about it. So we get cotton from cotton plants. See, there is a picture of cotton plant in your book. This is the picture of a cotton plant. So let us discuss about the places where we can find cotton plants. So cotton plants generally grow in warm climate. Okay, it grow in warm climate where there is black soil, generally in the tropical and subtropical regions. Okay, and with moderate rainfall. So this is all about the cotton plant, about the places which are suitable to grow cotton plant. Now let us see how we get cotton fibers from the cotton plant. So see this picture. So the cotton plant has green fruits. Okay, it has green fruits that are called what? Cotton balls, and inside the cotton balls there are seeds, and these seeds are surrounded by cotton. So when this seed gets mature, they burst or they splits. Okay, and after that they are harvested. After harvesting, these are sent to the factories. Okay, where they use a process called ginning to separate the cotton fiber from the balls. Okay, so this process is done by what? This process is done by strong air currents. Okay, so after that cotton yarns are made. Okay, after that cotton yarns are made by long threads of cotton, and these yarns are then either woven or knitted to form cotton fibers. Okay, so first this cotton balls get matured and they burst. After that these are sent to the they are harvested and sent to the factories, where through a process called ginning it is separated from the seed, and finally these are converted into long threads and yarns, and these yarns are woven and knitted to give cotton fibers, and then from cotton fibers we are getting cotton clothes. Okay, so see the next video to know about jute. So let us now discuss about jute. So after cotton, jute is one of the most widely used plant fibers. Okay, and these jute fibers are obtained from the bark of the stem and ribbon of the jute plant. So do you know that jute plants grow well in loamy soil, and it grows well in the places where there is high amount of rainfall for most of the months of the year. Okay, so places like India, Bangladesh, China, Nepal, Thailand, these places are favorable for the production of jute. Okay, so jute plants are generally 6 to 10 feet tall. Okay, and they generally don't have branches. Okay, and the stem of the jute plant has thick bark. Okay, and the fibers are inside this bark. Okay, so but there is a problem with this. We can't directly obtain fiber from the bark because all the fibers are glued together by a sticky substance. So there is a process which we have to follow to remove this sticky substance to finally obtain the fiber. So how we do this? So after harvesting, the bundle of jute plants are immersed in water. And what does this water do? The water rots the stem. The water rots the stem, and thus the sticky substance get dissolved in water, and finally the fibers get separated. Okay, so this process by which the water rots the stem and separates the glued sticky substance from the fiber to give the fiber usable form is known as what? Is known as retting. Okay, this process is known as retting. So there are various uses of jute fibers. As we know, it is used to make bags, slippers, hat, kurtis, ropes, mats, and other useful items. And jute is also important because it is an eco-friendly option to most of the plastic items. To many of the not many of the plastic items. Okay, we can replace some of our plastic items that we use on a daily basis with these jute items. Okay, it will help us to stop using plastic. Okay, it is one of the eco-friendly option for plastic. Okay, so in the next video we will discuss about other useful plant fibers. Let us now discuss about other useful plant fibers. Okay, and the first one is your coir. So after jute and cotton, coir is another important plant fiber. So do you know what is coir? So coconut fibers are called coir, or we can say the fiber that is obtained from the coconut husk is known as coir. So it is generally used to make mattresses, doormats, etc. Okay, and do you know how it is obtained from the coconut husk? So what is done? The husk with the coconut is immersed in water for few months. Okay, and after that the husk is separated from the nut and it is beaten. It is beaten with wooden mallets to get the fiber, and finally this fiber is woven to make different useful items. Okay, so I think coir is clear to you. It is the coconut fiber and it is generally used to make doormats, mattresses, etc. Okay, next is your silk cotton. So what is silk cotton? It is obtained from a plant known as kapok. Okay, and the process of extraction is similar to that of cotton. Okay, the fruit of this kapok plant have seed inside it, and the seeds are covered by the silk cotton. Okay, so after the fruit is matured, it bursts, and then the crop is harvested and sent to the factory, and there the seeds are separated from the silk cotton, and the silk cotton is then converted into yarns, finally to fabrics. Okay, and it is woven to get different things. Okay, it is generally used to make life jackets, pillows, sleeping bags, etc. Okay, so the process of extraction of silk cotton is similar to that of cotton, and it has wide use in making life jackets, sleeping bags, pillows, etc. Okay, stuffing in pillows. Next is your hump. So hump fibers are obtained from hemp plants, and it has got wide use in the production of ropes, carpets, nets, cloths, and papers. Okay. The last one is your flax. Okay, so flax is a fiber that is obtained from flax plant, and it is used to make a important fabric, that is your lining. Okay, so flax fibers are used for the production of rope and high quality paper. Okay, so other than jute and cotton, coir, cotton, silk, cotton, then your hemp, flax, these are also important and useful plant fibers. Okay, so with this we complete our lesson.